$5 an hour per group. So if you bring in people and split,
oh really?
Bring in like squats, you go split it.
Oh, that's legit.
You got the whole thing.
How many like
8 per person, 2
there's 2 simulators, yeah. And they can be 8 per one. Obviously, only one suite
8 per party. Yeah. So
you could go play a real life, real course.
The software that they're running on those things has so Obi and I, we're building. I mean, we're not partners in that sense. He has his thing, and they do graphics.
Okay.
He made our logos. He works with a lot of companies that do like their printed t-shirts, signs,
Yeah.
work together. We see that organization.
That's here actually. That's
the first page started with Love Russell. Basically with that. So like what I've been doing is now the new graphic. Kind of the original graphic. It's just they're getting successful.
There's no like, it's not a business. It's like kind of just a connection. It's like going door to door mowing lawns as a kid. It's not a business. He might stroll in here in a few minutes. Never know with that. Never know with that. He's embraced it. He's not. He didn't graduate with the brown belt. He stays. That's right.
Afraid to graduate. All right, what's going about it? Good to see everybody. I'm gonna focus in on these concepts that came out today. And you know, if everybody looks roughly at my conversation, I know like what yeah, my hands are here doing things like I'm walking, right? Where like this part behind. home video takedown. Okay. Now they taught how to do the hip throw and do the standard right? They teach you to break this off and then right. Now the thing is, I'm susceptible to him countering the off balance. Okay. Another thing that's different is that you know look how my shoulder does. Shoulder only goes through. You can have a side clinch, you have a better base, and when you want to come out for a throw, you need to tap that shoulder. Okay. So here's the thing: when you circle to break this sleeve, yeah, okay, now come into the hip throw. That's susceptible to that. However, this side clinch is a lot more durable, and he may turn into me. It's like I'm climbing when I do. That needs to have a time, right? It's doing the move without a lot of breathing, or like you go to try and make that work. So think about this. If I do get in on the side clinch, I want to have the arm, right? He gripping his tricep, and I want to have the hip. So just like we do the triangle board game, he tries to pull away, my hips are going down and back. He pulls away, his leg goes take down. You know how we've been talking about adding weight? Like, see, it's hard for him to pull away if I go straight down. Valley drop, honey and toast. That's the same throw we've been doing when he arm drags. Arm drag. Right there now. Off that leg and go back. But in this counter to show this seminar, but how he teaches it is you don't just go here. Sink that weight down and then you go. Okay? That's on that's leg. Now another thing, if like I mentioned, if you turn in you have hip throw, right? But hips in, right? Like this. That. What I'm looking to do is if he does that, I lift with my hips. When you do that, just like so you know, it's kind of two things. So I can step back and throw him on his back here, or I can step into the hip throw. So when he comes in, you could over carry there. You could over carry there. And then it's kind of those are his throws, right? And a little more advanced, right? Blue, white, black, brown. That's spread breaks. Right? So on the leg lift goes to the fundamental. Bonnie and Toshi, that's the fundamental sacrifice. That's the one that I remember wearing. I usually do. Okay. Additionally, we want to avoid our head getting pulled down, right? So I need to be able to keep that posture. You're going to have such better control over his arm than his wrist. You're going to have such better bone. It's like side bone. So here, right? Now, some other things that we've gone over is stepping inside, right? So if I put his thighs, I can go to this Uchi row. I can also go to this Connie and Toshi. Sorry, tight. That we did last time. So like a hip throw, we start trying to step around. Tight. Connie and Toshi meets Valley. Right? So, look. Before I move out of the hip throw, Valley drop. Make sure you pull your shoulder. Here. Also in the first try. All right, let's work on what's next. Larger mammals and smaller mammals. And even these lighter
You do that again. That worked, but that wasn't.
That was right, right? Side control.
Well, I want to do it multiple times.
But I'm just right? It's like this. No matter what you're doing, it's really what will happen is you'll have too much weight on my leg. You'll be all right. Yeah, get out.
This wasn't my uniform. Actually, that's what you see them doing at Tommy John's. You're going to straighten that right leg. Yes. I love that one. Let's see what I can use it. I've just done it for a long time.
I didn't do this.
Oh, there's. What's your. You can get a coaching. So, like, I can trust you really fast. What's your. That's what it felt like to me. It's kind of like.
Oh, yeah. Costume?
Right. Yeah. So yeah, don't leave it. So in any space you can hear. Yeah. It'll be a wrap. That's why you just see. Think about like you're sliding into a baseball. Right? So you're way down, then push it back a little bit. Also, see, I put my hand down.
Yeah.
Right? That's really does. So when we're going down, right, and I'm here, I'll let go with that hand.
You go. You go ahead. Drag me down.
Just drive down more, not just stretch.
That's a big model. So I'm trying to. You could throw the crap out. I mean, that's a fun throw, but I'm not going to do it. That's brutal. It's a slingshot.
Yeah, see, a lot of times when we're drilling, we just junk it all into pieces, but it's dynamic.
Dude, it is so. Yes. I was going what?
Okay, guys, time. So look, just being able to get to that side clinch and having some options based off they turn, step a foot back, push your pull, etc. Okay, all of those can happen, and you may also be like pulling them off, pushing into them, right? Or if they're trying to pull away, you may move with them a little bit, right? That's why I'm staying in class. And if it came to the Howder seminar, he talked about some of the same things. He starts every one of his seminars saying, oh, look, there's this idea I was talking about at the beginning of the warm-up, our arms at our side. That's what's happening, okay? So, when he puts me in side control, for example, our inclination to like push away, right? To like get our arms up out of our same thing, like people will be trying to frame and their arms are not in a good spot. Okay? It looks similar to what I'm about to show, right? Now, one, I gotta go more north. Two, I've got to get my elbows down with my arms against my side, like this. Now, I still don't have the perfect, I need to go this way just a little bit. Now, you're over my hips. So when I move, you move. Start doing the hip escape right here. Connect through that foot. Try and push into me. Right? Pull. You're either going to pull the bottom knee in first for leg entanglement, or the top knee in first for guard recovery on the hip escape. Okay, so here's what people do. Put me in mouth. They make the mistake here. Not that it won't work, but sometimes you're going to have trouble with it. So I'm not here. I want to shoulder walk north. Now I start positioning. Okay? So now I've got base. If he drives into me, that's fine. I hip out. Leg entanglement. Straight ankle lock or heel hook. Guard, butterfly or closed. So I can sit up into this butterfly guard and sweep from there. Or I can go to closed guard like I did the first time. And if you're really good at this, I'll show you what else happens. Door number 3. Boom, here, I shoulder walk, I got my elbows. Door number 3 is they take a seat. And you come up to pass. You just make them sit down. You push them off of you so well that you can come up. So let's just do that. Hip walk, proper hip positioning, and do hip escape. And we've got 3 options. Leg entanglement, guard recovery, A or B. And you come up on top. 1, 2.
need anything? Oh, thank you. Oh, man, I appreciate it. Oh, hi, make it harder on. Ha!
If you want to do it. I can do it, I can't explain it.
I can't swear.
Sorry, well, I say bottom because I'm on this side. So my top one, my hip tight. So you could kick it out there, opposite looking your head and pinches to that. Yes, and then turn that way. Yes. Sorry. I can do it. I can't explain it. I'm just a student, dude. I tied this belt in my room. It's not a real blue belt.
I saw this meme that was like, if you're having a hard time, you know, you can just order a different color belt online.
I saw it for $20 online.
Here?
Go back. Wrap it around.
Oh.
There. That's a whole different thing.
I'm not working. Why did you shut up?
The escape?
That's a lot of fun, right?
No, it's the escape. Yeah. You got the butterfly.
Yeah. Then just start trying to talk to these like think sometimes because when you're rolling, people are like try harder to hold it down. So we do it in little portions and roll like this. You get a little bit of when you start it, you're trying to throw them off of you. Do it with like get where you need to go. Right? It's one motion all the way through because once if you do it in that sequence of neck, face, back, like ba ba ba, like you go through that ABC real quick. It makes them sit down. On top of you, you put them right on top of your hips and your hips are gone. And then that's what makes them sit down. And then you're coming up. Yes. That's just so they don't push me back down, and also it it adds that stability to my frame. All right. Good. Huh?
I just eyeballed it.
Myth of a lady you're bringing up for a Molly lady.
Unfortunately, Molly didn't move with us.
We want her to come back.
Oh no. That's the invitation.
Yes. Put him back. He's got connects. Yes. Take a seat, Howie.
We need the connect.
What I do today?
I bought this right now. Very nice.
Yeah, he complimented.
That's good.
Ryan, did you see our
Huh?
You just keep
They don't
that
look
connection
good.
the whole time.
I'm about to redo it.
Okay, now look.
Don't look at it.
I got water coming tonight.
Okay, cool. I'll make the teens put it in.
Right? Well, why don't you over one of your knees and then eventually make it sit, and I'm adding my weight through that connection. Oh, okay, guys, let's go ahead and so look, not to okay, so take a picture of this if you want. side clinch. These are just the ones I talked about. You got a whole bunch of hip throws. Those weird ones I was doing from the side where, or there, that is Yusuri. Okay. The two we've been doing is just Ogoshi, basic hip throw. And then the way Hickson shows it, and McMillan also favors, is like arm up. Right? That Tai Toshi, that's what we did last class. That's the one with the karate hip throw. You step right there. Say Nagi. Clinch, you can just bring your arm here. Right? And we kind of talk about saying Nagi when we're doing the Karuchi. We do that grip with the Soto and a lot of other things. Okay? Then you got classic, just boom, you go to mount, Kaluchi, so it's again, we spend a lot of time on that back, and sacrifice stroke, Tani and Toshi. Right? Then we just did this, hip escape, guard recovery A or B, leg entanglement, or come up. That's all a hip escape, that basic escape we really got. But if they pinch your knees, sometimes you gotta crawl on your shoulder a bit. Right? I'll talk about that a little bit more. Now we're going to do knee elbow. So not to confuse everyone, but a knee elbow is a type of hip escape. So that's where the people, my hips are moving. Like when I was teaching technique at hip shuffle, it's a type of hip escape, but it's just slightly different in its own unique way. Right? Your hips are doing something different. And I try and have ways to delineate so you guys can have a talking point of we're different in these ways, okay? So what I need is I need to get this same body position right where how Justin is, where he has head arm. That this is where I want, and we'll just work, right? Because a lot of times this is the greatest time to do knee elbow, but people play hands on that. If he has like framed around the top of my head or something, I can just bump and make him put his hands on the mat. Right? But we'll just start kind of taking anything right ever. Don't okay, so guys, look what we need to do once you get this body. Okay, now I want to go under. If he starts cupping your thigh, shake your leg back and forth like that. Okay, now look, I come into frame, and I used to always focus on pushing the shoulder. I'm getting my elbow right there in the thigh. Right? So when he comes, yes. Okay, so here, get that body position. He's over my hips. Start coming there, and your frame is on this side, not on this side. Right? You can put your hand right up here, but it's my elbows that are doing the work. Okay? You know what I mean, please? So, like, look, somebody's got you here. Okay? Yes. You got body positioning. Yes. And then I just pulled, made some space, pulled that through, and went to like the Valentino bar.
And that's you just slip this and it down and you just come right through.
This came out with the hip mobility. Okay, so the elbow, we pull our knee to our elbow. We push his knee between our legs. Okay? So start with that, and then we'll see how everybody's doing, and we'll just keep kind of adding to this. Okay, 1, 2.
Think like a stanky like that.
I feel like as I was starting to
You have never seen the technique.
I think so. Foot on the hip is what's
let me put in an arm bar.
Yeah, dude, because no matter how hard you push, dude, I want you just push the top of the hip.
And arm.
And then there we go.
It's that, but I want you side to side. Right? So it's like, look, I learned this at a Henry Aiken seminar, right? Because everybody kept having the same problem. The foot, people cup their foot around your thigh. Right? You organize, I saw we're talking about controlling mount like this, right? It's our whole part of it. So put me in mount. But when people start, I did everything right, but control like problem. Yeah, I think. I think maybe Pedro Sauer. It might be something else. Knee wheels that I can't remember. But people even stuff. So get your connection and then go. Like, look, nothing's happening, but when I disconnect, then I go under. Right. So it's kind of like a stanky leg. Is what I was saying. It's like, yeah, a side stanky leg. Up and down the stanky leg.
Really rough.
Yes, you're gonna catch it on top of the neck. You're gonna catch it under the arms. Well, when you wince that time, that's the kind of pressure I was creating.
Right.
I mean, and I've been catching this, and I've been caught with that too. Like look how I'm further away. Right, like this.
Huh?
Yeah, you get close. Yeah. Like look how
Stop.
that. You start reinforcing it.
Okay, you said you like it, so I can see how it goes.
I'll try it.
You do it with the other one.
Why, do you have a bad leg?
No. Just, he doesn't really want to make legs.
Yeah, there you go. Pull back. You start getting those feet in the hips. Yeah.
Oh, wait, I'm supposed to be like this.
Come up over his back and forward. Yes.
Keep working. Again.
Ron, I sometimes have a bad habit of going straight to the under the head as opposed to elbow here.
Now look, it's all the same. Oh, okay. So
Like I'm saying, as I do.
just immediately be thinking back taper half work, right? Like you're gonna have to wrestle up if you do that. Like there's no other like and if then you might have to hit a dive under your knee or something like that. But the goal would be to come up and take your back to knee tap.
I'm a beginner. I mean, hardcore. I like this better. I have that. This is weird.
You can hit that Americana. Sometimes they'll put their arm that way, and if that arm gets right there, you can start working the back as well. Maybe grab there. What Hickson showed in Vegas, 2018, because he taught a seminar that there.
Oh, I don't even know if it's doing that at
What
all.
we would call the shield. But here, oh, nice, right, like this, and then
I don't think it pushed your
it
down
was
at
here.
all.
It started taking the back.
I don't think it's
I fell into that.
But it was like he got
this is a
almost
drum
like we would
train.
do from standing, like this.
It's like a
Seated.
push
There you
dance
go.
with my legs.
Yes. Yeah.
Udi Gatami or Walkie Gatami rather.
Yeah. It felt like that.
But if we were on the ground, you just call it Udi Gatami.
Okay.
It's also term I'm looking for. Some esoteric Japanese concept. Where where were we when we did that? It's regular. Oh, yeah. Right, like here. Okay. You know, like so I can't. Yeah. Good. Now, have control. So reach up and grab my lap. Yeah. Yeah. Now you can do that break over. That's just another path off that garter cover. How are we doing on that knee elbow? Okay. Here's the thing. I'm gonna show you ways to get your leg through even when they cup it with their foot or something like that. That's kind of walked over and talked about that the last couple of times up there. People are going to do a good job. They're going to adapt. You're gonna get them in quarter guard, and didn't start the move, finish it the rest of the way through, and then they just repassed them out. All these things might happen. So let's look at. I've been hitting this from half guard, what I'm about to show, but because I didn't even remember the name, and as soon as I showed it to Randy last night, I was like, oh, that's the 5-0 sweep. But I saw this from mount first, right? And then I started hitting it in half guard, but I've known about the half guard sweep for a long time. I just didn't personally, right? But over the last couple of years, it's a concept that I use quite a bit. So put me in mount, and I'll tell you guys, one of the things that makes it to do knee elbow protocols, you'll get here and they will put like prayer feet and like froggy stretch. Terrible. So and I'm like, yeah, just get a leg straight. It's not that easy. Okay. So look, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna handcuff him behind his back. Okay. Point. I'm just bridging over. Passing to this side and keeping this the whole time, and you're very compliant. I like that, right? Because you're in a vulnerable position. Okay, so turn your head this way. Just spin this way. Okay, so look, I'm here. So this is not, this isn't no winning. Like knee elbow is not going to be the route we're going to go. Pull that hand out there. Good. Now just bring your feet up closer to your hips and just bridge. Yes. Right? And I'm like, okay, yeah, just go ahead and pass my guard, but please just let my arm go. Right? You just landed and you're in a very vulnerable spot.
What's your behind the back?
Okay, so
they might be stubborn or whatever. You have
I'm going out.
because I can't have any strength there.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm already pretty much there, but my feet. Just be sure.
Roll, right?
Yes, I mean 100%. Now I'm getting my head out of the way. But when we started, we were trying to get our leg here, so be sure you remember to bring your feet, right? So get in my half guard real quick. Head arm control. Here's where I've been hitting half guard, right? Post out, so he doesn't fall over. Right? And then you roll over. Same thing. It's the same sweep. Right? So what's cool, I got to go to a seminar with Henry Akins, 18 months ago. Colby and I went 4 hours one way, 4 hours training, 4 hours back. It was all in the elbow escape. But and it was kind of just like after a certain point, it's like, wow, okay, this is a deeper. I thought it was just, but no matter what they did to you in mount, or what wasn't working, the elbow escape. Oh, you tried to do this escape, it wasn't working. That's why we're doing the knee elbow escape now instead of that one. Oh, they're holding you this way, that way, this way, that way. Oh, they got their feet like this. The grapevines, knee elbow escape. 8 different knee elbow escapes. So up against 8 really common things people do to you in mount. Right? So it's just like Sashi quote, know the way broadly and see it in all things. This knee elbow escape, no matter what they do. So, I like that idea, but I was, I'm black belt and I've been a black belt for several years, and I went to this seminar. But for this group, right, or any group, I mean, what he was showing is good, except I don't know, you have to almost be a critical thinker with this already, with Jiu Jitsu. If you're a critical thinker in life, you think about Jiu Jitsu critically, boom, right? But then you're the goal is to look at when I go to a seminar or something, I'm thinking critically about everything I know. It's like the context. It was okay. So, but it's people are going to put you in low mount like that. It is my number one thing to do to control the mount. So then, knee elbow is my favorite, but it doesn't work because they keep putting me in low mount. Do it anyway. There's a way to still do that technique. And then guess what? If we can't do the knee elbow, we can do the next one on the scale, So, and like, okay, knee elbow and hip escape are both hip escapes, right? It's interesting. If they're down, they got their hands on the mat. It doesn't matter. 8 different ways to do knee elbow. That dude showed everything you could fathom. Okay, so just when they low mount you and they have hands on the mat, right? You're taking that hand out and then passing it like a handcuff position. That's like intense, like I was showing her. Keep getting this one. And he's like, oh, the 5-0. I was like, God, I can remember it. Anyway. All right, let's do it.
Start in half guard or just
Start in mount. Low mount. Do the froggy stretch on them.
That was
See, now you really do kind of want him to pass your guard. You don't. You want him to let go of your hand.
Yeah.
But you think that if he passes your guard, he might. It's a weird. I've been through this thought process myself.
I like doing
Yeah.
Just keep that pin.
Well, you know, be a good training
I see
partner.
your arm, but I
Don't,
see your hand.
like, break their collarbone.
Shoulder. Should be fine.
Yeah, I like. Oh, it's like whatever. It's like I'm like one knee on that. Like that's real, man.
Good, and I was doing, and you were good. I'm doing like, but yeah, but you would never want to put us on comfortable, right? One of the very first like legit guys I trained at the last Thompson Mora, and he was like, okay guys, I grip like this. This is the hook grip. It's great. I love it a lot. Just grip like this. You don't have to change, right? And I just kind of went into that philosophy. Like, I would say this grip. Right? Or like what I just started doing is like, yeah, you really want that grip back out? You need to go and get it back. Like, it's that simple. As a competitor, I might get that grip back out. For like whole rounds, for like days, I probably spent this like. When I was a card belt, I would do this. You want the long fist action. Really put that stress on it.
What? Dude, I never put it that like. Hey, dude,
Okay,
this is the horrible. Like, I'm done.
check this out.
Like, bro has like, that was nice. It's like, you know, rest
This has been a thing. And I got an old Marcelo book over there. On your clothes store.
Come on,
The page out.
I have weak shoulders. I have weak shoulders.
You're kind of interested when we're fighting from here the other day. Page out. And then went
There you go. Now what are you gonna do? I've got your arm trap. Still my arm.
You got my arm trapped.
That's what I'm saying.
Tripod.
I wonder if that happens.
Like, if you do that, I can pull it.
Yeah. If you're like actively rolling, you're not going to leverage.
Pin the hand out and then like tripod up and run to it. And
Yeah.
pass it. That's what I did.
Oh.
Right? Yeah, but it's a guard pass. And then pull it, yes. There you go. Oh, I like how you reinforced it with the second grip. Take that.
I think that helped. But there's no.
Good. Well, see, okay, so let's say you're going for just bridge and roll, whatever. Number 2 for you. This didn't work because they got both their hands out on the mat. They like just, I had their arm, but they pulled it out anyway. Right, excuse me, pull it out there. Right, like we run into like some variation of them holding him out. Man, I don't know how to do the bridge and roll from here. There's a way. That same guy's telling you I did the elbow samurai. I don't have this particular instruction on his open. I do have some of his. On his website, his Jiu Jitsu. His mouth don't have like over 50 just originals. So you got to know, like, and that same guy's like, hey, here's eight ways they're doing things to you in mouth. Just do. So I guarantee that whole instructional exactly. Oh, they're doing this choke, they're doing that arm lock, or just original. Original. Whatever you want to call it. That's almost like a real like black belt critical thinking way of doing it. It's like that's some things the black belts are passing down, right? And it blows my mind too. You know, I'm just like, why didn't I think of the knee elbow this way? Right? I know that move. I've known that move forever. You know, that's why a lot of times you're like a third degree black belt or higher before that starts. That's when you're like training the black belt people that are becoming black belts. Like the first through third through fifth is like the trainer of the first through thirds. And you know, but look, I'm the highest ranked dude. Drink's the next highest above me, and he's fifth degree. You know. All right, guys, let's get ready to do some rolling. We'll get us a couple of fives in. When's that 45th birthday, Justin?
October 10th. Do you want to?
Hey, that'll be good. Marathon friend.
I was about to say, is that
Right, you're already on your feet.